For Juan Manuel Marquez, the mountains of Mexico are a symbol of his rugged grit and steadfast determination. A top 10 pound-for-pound fighter for over a decade, Marquez has finally emerged out of the shadows of other great Mexican warriors to become a living Mexican legend. Now, well over 100 years later, he honors the great tradition of Mexican Independence Day to face a great challenge and step up in weight to face the most dangerous opponent of his career. Cuban lightweight world champion Joel Casamayor.
We are aware that this is a challenge, a real challenge, a great challenge. That's why we are going to train hard for it. We have to decipher this challenge. We have to win this fight. We have to take the title to our people, to the Mexican people, to our country. We are going to do it. We are going to prepare for it, physically and mentally. I know it's hard to fight and win in 135 pounds, but it is not impossible.
They say when you're hot, you're hot. With 5 wins in a row, 3 by knockout, Olympic gold medalist linear lightweight champion Joel Casamayor is on fire. Coming off a dramatic KO of unbeaten Michael Katsidis, the Cuban superstar is not ready to relinquish his title to anyone. He is training with a fury to spoil the Mexican Independence Day celebration Marquez has planned.
For me, this fight is like the final fight at the Olympic Games. That's how big it is for me. This is going to be one of the biggest fights I had in my life. I am going to show the world that we are 2 fighters, 2 warriors, a Cuban and a Mexican, that are going to collide. We are going to show the world that we are 2 world-class fighters, Cuba versus Mexico.
Well, the psyche of Casamayor is going to be a big factor. He's coming off a spectacular knockout with Katsidis.
Oh, what a shocking turn of events!
So now you have Casamayor thinking, hey, I'm the king of the hill. There's no one who can stop me. There's no one who will defeat me. I just knocked out this tough guy from Australia in Katsidis, and Marquez has nothing on me.
I think it's going to be an explosive fight. It's going to be a very technically sound fight for the first few rounds, and then we're just going to see both of these guys go at it.
I get the feeling, though, the younger Marquez, I think he's got a lot of... He feels like he got robbed in his last fight, and I think that's going to really turn up, his motivation in this fight.
I know that Casamayor will have to be at his very best to face a tactical fighter. It's almost like he's going to have to fight a mirror image of himself.
Casamayor is not over the hill. Anybody that says that is crazy. If you've seen his last fight, when the guy's in shape, he's still a complete a danger to anybody. And I'm saying that from 135 to 140 to, whatever. Joel Casamayor is one of the most dangerous fighters out there. For the fact that we were talking about earlier, is he can do everything. He's a gold medalist. He's had hundreds of amateur fights. He's been in the pros. He's fought everybody. The only guys he didn't fight were the guys that ducked him. Floyd Mayweather, Barrera, and Morales never had anything to do with him. He fought everybody else. So this guy can do everything. You can't knock him out. So what do you do there? You can't knock the guy out. You have to outbox him. How do you outbox a guy that's that good technically? All that, and he's a southpaw.
Both fighters are good at punching, are good at pointing their opponent. But I think that whoever is able to connect with the jab and whoever is able to keep the combinations alive and not start looking for knockouts at the end of the middle, late part of the round because they're behind in points, I think he's going to be the one who's going to come up with the belt.
He's got a heart of a lion. He's determined to keep on proving to everyone that he is the best Mexican fighter to come out of Mexico. So for him to fight on this day, Mexican Independence Day, is a lot of pressure, but I feel that Marquez is going to come out strong. He's going to want to prove to himself that he can do this.
Joel Casamayor
I think that Joel Casamayor is the toughest fighter that I can face in the 135-pound division. I know that September 13th will be a great challenge for me. I know it won't be easy to come out a winner. It'll be a great challenge because Joel Casamayor is a great fighter and the best in that division. I'm coming out with a sombrero. And after I knock Marquez out, we'll have a couple of tequilas together.
It's a battle worthy of Mexican Independence Day, with a storyline for all the world to see. A Mexican warrior emerging from the shadows of his predecessors steps up in weight to face his toughest opponent, the linear lightweight champion of the world, a Cuban Olympic gold medalist with a storied amateur career. Casamayor versus Marquez, the challenge for the lightweight championship of the world and for all that makes the sport of boxing great.